welcome back to another Insider. This week, I talk about something that it's very important for any business person, but obviously for us translators, it is important. And it's about a particular situation I came across on LinkedIn a few weeks ago. And I decided to write about this because it's something that sometimes people do and they end up losing a lot of clients in the process. And it's just not a good outlook for any business person, even when you are not happy about a situation. I'm talking about responding to clients' feedback or agencies or whatever might be. And how should we deal with a complicated situation, or even when you are rejected for a job that you were really looking forward to. So let's talk about it. Come with me. So let's talk about the feedback and how should we deal with positive and negative feedback, answer to job offers, and deal with possible rejection. This came about with a post I read on LinkedIn of someone. She is also a translator and she now has an agency, and she had a job offer, a project for which she posted the job offer, and as any other job offer, she got a lot of applicants for that project, to which obviously she had to choose. We need to understand that there's always a selection process in place, and as in any other job, as in any other job offer, it is the company, it is that business who is going to select the best suitable candidates, the ones that they believe are the perfect match for whatever they have on offer. It's not in our hands. All we can do is to apply for the job and give them the best information we have about, or should I say, prove them that indeed we are that perfect match. But apart from that, it's totally in the client's hands, either an agency or a private client. It is expected that when we receive an email from a private client asking for a quote on a certain project, we are not the only ones receiving that email, and chances are 10 or 20 or more translators also receive that email asking for the same thing, or sometimes with private clients, with when you're dealing with corporate clients, that may be a few companies, a few translators being contacted. Sometimes with private clients, they just go to the listing, either because usually certified translation is what entails more private clients, and they would go just to the consulate and they see if they have a list of translators, and they just select from a small number of translators, and that would be like 5 or 6 translators only. But anyway, even if it's a private client, don't expect that that email only came to you, because it's quite unlikely that that happened. So what you have to do is to respond to that email to the best of your capabilities, with what you do, with how you can help that client with that particular project, etc., etc., etc. It is something that it is in your hands and you need to do. So I think the first course of action is check the project and see if you are the perfect match, if that project fits your skill set, if you are indeed the right person to do that job. Because if it's out of scope for you, if it's nothing to do with your specialization or whatever you think you are confident with, you are basically applying for a job that you are not qualified to do or you are not capable of. So that would be obviously something against you, if you like. So before applying to a project, we must always know if our skill set matches that project. That works for an agency, a private client, a corporate client, whatever client is. You must only apply for jobs that you know you are capable of doing. Just applying for a job for the sake of it, that's not it. And in terms of agencies, if you really want to be, for example, if you see a job from a certain agency that does not fit your skill set, but you really would like to be part of that agency's database and possibly receive notifications of other jobs that may be more suitable to your skill set, you can apply to the agency in another way other than applying to a job that you cannot do. Because that is also a negative point. The agency, the project manager, is going to look at your resume, it's going to look at everything that you provided them with, and they will say, well, let's imagine, I wanted a legal translator. This person works in aviation industry, so why is she applying for this job when it has nothing to do with her? See, and we would be automatically excluded from the pool of choice, from the pool of translators that have applied. See, it's something that we need to deal with. Check if really you are a right match for that job, and then apply if so. If not, and if you really want to work for that agency, there's other avenues. Some agencies have on their website a link, come and work with us, or be in our team, or apply, something like that you can apply to be in their database. Others, you may just simply send them an email and say, look, I'm a translator. I've been reading about your agency. I would really like to work with your agency. This is my resume. This is what I do, my specializations. If you have anything that would match my skill set, I will be really happy to help you. And that would be the right way to get in contact with that agency, not applying for jobs that you cannot do. Now, if it's out of your scope, don't do it, don't apply. Just go the other way. Now, answering an email. It is expected that in our careers, we are going to be rejected many times. It is a given. It would be fantastic if any job inquiry or any project that we receive for quoting translated in an invoice. There would be a perfect world that every single project that we receive, we would get the job. I would say probably most of them will, especially if you work with private clients. When I receive a project, for example, for a private client for certified translation, most of the times I get that project, but sometimes it does not happen. And there is so many reasons because it does not happen. Sometimes the client may prefer another candidate, either because that candidate quoted below your price, and once again I said, please be aware of your value and never lower your price just to match someone else, because you are lowering your value and you're lowering their value, you're lowering everyone's value. So I've already done a lot of videos about pricing, but that's one of the reasons that the client may go the other way. The client may think that the other person has a better skill set or is more well equipped to do that job than you. The answers, I think you will never really know the full answer for this question. It's up to the client. They are the ones who are going to decide this. So we should never break that link. We should never break that bridge. Even if we receive an email saying that we have not been chosen, we should respond politely. We should say, that's fine. If you need any help in the future, I'll be very happy to help. That's all you need to do. Even if the client respond, and I have already had very instances that someone responded, oh, I got a better quote, I got a better person, this and that. And I never take it personally. I'm not going to reply to the client offensively or aggressively or anything like that, because every single time that you reply to a client on an aggressive mode, all you're doing is building that bridge. And that bridge means that that client may not give you that project on that particular moment. But if you conducted yourself professionally, and if you did not actually break that bridge, break that link, that client may give you a project in the future, or if they know someone that needs something that it's more suitable for you and your skill set, that person may simply say, oh, well, I contacted such and such. I did not go with them because I had a better candidate, but they look very professional. Maybe you could try. So think about all the things that may happen when you just break that link. And then you should really not respond aggressively. It's wrong. One of the responses to that post is that, and the person, the agency, they showed the email that they sent and actually the response, which was very offensive. And one of the responders actually suggested that she would include a little bit more into her email, something like, you were not chosen on this occasion because of this, and that, giving some more information as per what the candidate was not chosen. Yes, I agree. Sometimes agencies may just send a very general email and not provide that information that allow the translator to understand why he wasn't chosen on that particular occasion, even though sometimes it's just a question of selection and that's it, and they can only choose a certain number of translators and they cannot choose them all, and there might be some that are good. But one of the things that, for example, the agency mentioned is that she had a lot of candidates that did not even match the skill set for that project. So be aware of that. Only apply to the ones that you are obviously qualified for. And if you receive a rejection email, if you receive an email from an agency or any other client saying you have not been chosen, if it's very generic and you would like to have a little bit more information as to why you have been rejected, you can do so by replying, "Thank you very much for your feedback. Would you please provide me with some more information as per why I was rejected?" So it gives me the opportunity to improve and maybe get myself prepared for a new project in the future and meet your demands in a future project. And then the agency will also see, well, this person has been rejected, yes, but they are trying to make that connection with us, and they are trying to understand what failed on this occasion and what would they need to do in order to be a more suitable candidate. And this won't actually break that bridge. It actually keep that bridge and keep that communication open, and it will keep that good vibe between the client and the translator. And also you should always end, Thank you very much for this opportunity. I look forward to work with you in the future should you ever need my help. That is something that it's refreshing for the agency or for the client to see, and it's something that shows that you have that you are professional, shows professionalism, shows really good capabilities of communication skills, and I apologize for the noise, and it will really make the difference. Don't ever reply to a client with a negative feedback, and obviously not with profanities, with like the case that on that post on LinkedIn. I'm obviously not going to repeat what was said. I'm just commenting on that and telling you, please don't do it, because it will damage your business, it will damage the reputation of your business and your reputation as a translator, and obviously it will be burning bridges along the way. And once you start getting the reputation of being aggressive, of being rude, of not accepting negative feedback, of not accepting a rejection, this goes and spreads like wildfire, and it may end up really completely trashing your career, because if for example is an agency, or if it's a corporate client, and they start communicating with each other, and this perception of you and your business starts going around that you are really aggressive, you are really rude, you may lose a lot of clients, and that's not what you want. I think positivity and politeness, I would say that this entails only one word: professionalism. If you deal with your clients and with every situation with professionalism, I think it's positive for the client, it's positive for you, and it does not build bridges. Actually, it builds more bridges, and it may bring more opportunities, not only for you, but for your business. And it is good because also the clients see, well, this person might be an option in the future should I have a project that is more suitable for their skill set. So be aware of every single time, and I have said this many times, be aware of what you publish online, be aware of how you respond, because if it's online, even if you think that those groups may be private, etc., chances are there might be someone there that might belong to an agency, or might be a possible client that is going to see that sort of comment and say, no, I'm not going to go with this person because they are far too negative, they are far too rude, and I just don't want to deal with this. So be aware of this. And I think if you deal with things in a more positive way, more positive things or outcomes come your way, I'm sure. That's all for today. I hope you like this insider today. I hope we really shine a light on all of these issues that sometimes are really, really difficult and create all sorts of conflicts and a heartache for a lot of translators. And obviously, it's not what they intended. No one intends to jeopardize their own business or their own career. And sometimes that's what this sort of communication and these sort of answers do. It's really bad. So I think if we all look at this thing and take a more positive approach to things, because rejection is something that it's quite normal in every job. Even if you work in any other industry, you will certainly apply for a lot of jobs that you will be rejected. So it's not just translators, it does not happen just to translation, it happens to every industry, and we really need to be prepared to deal with this rejection in a more positive way, in a way that is not gonna actually break those links and burn those bridges, that will possibly provide us with other opportunities. This is also part of my course. Not actually, I will or I do mention this in both of my courses. Choosing the right qualifications as a translator, I do that, because I think it's very important that when you learn about the job itself, you learn about this. And then, of course, in my business course for translators, I also mention this because it is very important. It's a very important skill to have if you are a business person, and you really need to understand that to run a good business, you really need to be professional, and you really need to deal with all sorts of feedback, positive, negative, whatever it might be, in a professional manner. And that is not being aggressive and not being rude. You know, all these courses can be accessed via my school, Updated Words Learning, and you have all my courses there. The choose the right qualifications in translation, the business course for translators, and the latest one, create your own business tools. You can go there and buy any of these courses individually, or you can buy the packs and combine these courses in a way that suits you best, and get a pack. The Pro Pack will get you the qualifications and business course. The full business program will get you the business course and the tools, and the full mentoring program will get you the 3 courses and mentoring sessions. So access today and come with me and join this beautiful journey of becoming a translator. And you know, put a like on the video and subscribe the channel with a little click on the bell so you get a notification of a new insider every week. Before I go, I would like to thank you all for watching. See you next week. Have a good one. Bye.